weekend to protest a cultural inequality at Cal Poly.
And a controversial speaker is set to return to Cal Poly later this month.
And later, Morro Bay has a new volunteering opportunity for students.
Broadcasting from Swanson Studios, you're watching Mustang News.
Good afternoon and welcome to the latest edition of Mustang News. Today is April 16th and I'm Tess Rossi.
And I'm Kayla Berenson. Here are today's top stories. After a racially insensitive fraternity incident last weekend, students gathered during Cal Poly's annual open house to protest. Reporter Sydney Brandt attended the protest and spoke to some of the participants.
Hello, I'm Sydney Brandt here on Slack Street. Open house has officially kicked off. A lot is happening right now. Last night there was a forum with President Armstrong. Right now we have a protest going on. Students are talking about many issues that have been going on campus. President Armstrong actually came out to this event this morning and was booed off. The students were yelling shame. Students plan to walk to Santa Rosa Park to continue this protest.
We're here to challenge a campus culture that embraces and validates racism, homophobia, and other forms of oppression on this campus. President Armstrong has been complicit for too long and we're done with it.
Officials told them they were not able to stay in the street, so now students are gathered here on the side, ready to meet prospective students.
I've seen a lot of different mixed reactions. Some people think it's a good thing that we're kind of bringing this issue into the light. A lot of people are kind of put off now.
The march started today at Slack Street around 8 a.m. It's supposed to go until 10 a.m. A lot of clubs are pulling out from the club showcase, so we'll have more of an update on that. For Mustang News, I'm Sydney Brandt.
And another group came out to protest this weekend at the annual Cal Poly Royale Rodeo. Direct Action Everywhere is an annual liberation group that fights to challenge the use of animals for food, clothing, experimentation, and entertainment. They see that rodeo is animal cruelty and they wanted to spread that message to event goers this weekend.
If you can at least get the message across to one person or a couple, then I feel like our job was done.
Choosing an act of love and compassion and general ease in that way it just makes more sense.
The Cal Poly Rodeo team declined to comment about the protesters, but university spokesperson Matt Lazier said the animals used during the rodeo are subject to the university's animal care policies and procedures. This includes medical checks prior to and after each event.
Former Breitbart editor Milo Yiannopoulos is returning to Cal Poly later this month. The Cal Poly College Republicans and the Turning Point USA chapter at Cal Poly will host Yiannopoulos, among other political commentators, at a fake news panel on April 26th. Though Cal Poly's administration was unable to provide an interview, university spokesperson Matt Lazier stated in an email that the event is being put on by the club, not the university, and that while some may find the speakers controversial, Cal Poly is required to uphold free speech rights for all students, according to Lazier. University officials are deciding what measures will be taken to ensure a safe and secure campus environment while the event takes place.
Downtown San Luis Obispo workers are working on a project aiming to bring residential flair back to San Luis Obispo's downtown. These two-story homes, made in a factory and brought to San Luis Obispo on wheels, are made for students and young adults intending on working downtown.
And so San Luis Obispo went from having 1,000 people living downtown to almost nobody living downtown. And that void was filled by tourists, daytime users, and students at night. And so downtown lost its residential character. I think this is the largest residential project ever built in downtown San Luis Obispo.
While the apartments are still under construction, the project already has an interest list of over 100 potential residents.
Welcome back. So hopefully everyone... See you after the break.
So there you are, shuffling through a stack of resumes and you come to mine. This is it, first impression, my way in. But can my resume show you how I truly stand out? Like that I was studying, going to night school while working 2 jobs just to help my parents pay for groceries. Or being the first one to always step up. No, that's something you just can't put on paper. Look beyond the resume and discover new ways to develop great talent that is dedicated, hardworking, and determined like me.
Hello, welcome to another fresh edition of PALY Playbook.
We're serving up all the hot action, cool plays, and everything in between for Cal Poly Athletics.
I'm Connor McCarthy.
I'm Nate Edelman.
I'm Brian Strong.
PALY Playbook starts now.
Who do you think will win the Super Bowl this year?
I think the Patriots are going to win.
Hi, I'm Joe Schatz, and I'm here at Spanos Stadium.
I'm Megan Healy here at Staples Center.
Myself will be taking on Sierra Highland, best pitcher in Big West softball history. Let's see how this goes.
Tune in every week to PALY Playbook, right here on Mustang News.
Every year, 40% of all food in the U.S. never gets eaten.
40%. That's almost half the food we produce.
Food waste is a serious problem. It impacts all of us.
And it's expensive. Your family is throwing $1,500 a year in the trash.
We're working hard to put food waste on the chopping block.
And you can do the same at home.
Learn how to cook it, store it, and share it.
Just don't waste it.
Go to SaveTheFood.com.
Welcome back. Hopefully everyone got a chance to soak up the sun this weekend, either at the beach or at Coachella, because things are about to cool down. Today, Monday, April 16th, we have a high of 61, a low of 42, partially cloudy, with light winds and a peak gust of 13 miles per hour. Then we move into our 5-day forecast, with tomorrow being a high of 64, a low of 45. We see this range about the same throughout the week, highs in the low 60, and then going up Friday to a high of 73, so it might be a better chance to get out there on Friday. And then we move into South County, starting with the Arroyo Grande, we have a high of 59 and a low of 42, then moving to Nipomo with a high of 60, a low of 41. Around the same average for Santa Maria, high of 60, low of 41. Then we move down to Orcutt, a high of 59, low of 39. So pretty average temperatures around this area. And then Vandenberg with a high of 60 and a low of 41. Moving into North County, we have Paso with a high of 58, a low of 37. And this kind of stays around the same area with Atascadero being high of 57, a low of 38. Moving down to then we have Slow with a high of 61 and low of 42. Moving into the beaches, we have a Cayucos with a high of 57, low of 41. This kind of averages out along the coast. This might be a better week to put the swimsuit away and save that for next week because temperatures are looking a little bit more chilly than the week before.
Thanks, Valerie, for the weather update. I'm Kenzie Nicoli here with this week's Cal Poly Sports Action. The Cal Poly men's tennis team has been on fire recently. After this weekend, the Mustangs have a record of 17-5. Reporter Anna George has the highlights from Sunday's match.
The Cal Poly men's tennis team had a successful weekend defeating both UC Davis and Santa Clara, still never losing a game at home. On Sunday against Santa Clara, Cal Poly won the dual match point thanks to the number 2 and number 3 teams putting in work early in the match. In the singles match, Santa Clara started off strong, winning on courts 2, 3, and 5, but the Mustangs weren't ready to give up that easily. On court 1, Josh Ortloff took down Andrew Wu, winning 7-5 and 6-3. Carl Anander came back with vengeance in his second and third sets after losing his first. The Broncos and the Mustangs tied at 3-3 until Axel Damians clinched the match, defeating Robert Sebi in 3 sets and winning the match for Cal Poly. Next weekend, the Mustangs face Santa Barbara at home in a blue-green rivalry. The Mustangs are expecting a close match. Stay tuned.
Reporter Anna George caught up with the Cal Poly men's tennis captain, junior Josh Ortloff. He has been leading the Mustangs as the number 1 spot in the team's rankings for the 2017-2018 season.
Captain of the Cal Poly men's tennis team, junior Josh Ortloff, is the one to watch this season.
I've been doing personally really well, and I've been happy for that. But just because we have a really young team, it's been really cool to see how we've just improved over this season already.
Ortloff has won Big West Men's Tennis Athlete of the Week 3 times so far this season and holds a record of 17-5 so far.
Well, it means a lot because that's personal success, but most importantly, I think just the success of our team has put me in a position to be playing at the top spot and doing well there, and that's pretty much all I have to say about that. It's not like I'm trying to get the awards or anything. I'm just playing tennis and trying to do my best.
The Mustangs take on Santa Barbara next weekend in a blue-green rivalry with the hopes to advance in NCAA play.
We have a good shot at winning our conference. Santa Barbara's always been the toughest team, at least since I've been here. And they've beaten us the past couple times, so that's probably our biggest obstacle in terms of making it, to the NCAA tournament.
I'm Kenna George, Mustang News.
The Cal Poly football team has added 3 new assistant coaches to their staff for the upcoming season. All coming from different backgrounds, coaches Kenneth McMillan, James Jones, and Matt Talfa'o plan to bring a new level of enthusiasm to the Cal Poly Stadium.
The opportunity to get a chance to mold these young men, put them in a position where they can be successful on and off the field. That's the most important thing for this.
So I think the biggest thing for me is just bringing that energy, working with the guys, getting them better day by day, as well as learning from some good coaches, a lot of background.
Like Matt, I'm here to bring the energy, get the guys focused again, try to lead the nation in rushing once again, get my fullbacks in check, make sure they secure the ball and run as hard as they can, bring that toughness back in the Cal Poly offense.
Look forward to restoring the Cal Poly football team with their dedication and passion for the game.
After the break, learn about a new way to help the environment in Morro Bay.
We cannot be bystanders.
We can stop to make sure someone is okay.
We can warn someone when their drink isn't safe.
And disrupt the situation.
We can
get someone a cab.
Or walk them home safely.
We can make campuses safer for our friends.
Our roommates.
Our classmates. Our fellow human beings.
We cannot be bystanders.
We can
intervene.
It's on us.
All of us.
Learn how and take the pledge at itsonus.org.
Hello, welcome to another fresh edition of PALY Playbook.
We're serving up all the hot action, cool plays, and everything in between for Cal Poly athletics.
I'm Connor McCarthy.
I'm Nate Edelman.
I'm Brian Chong.
PALY Playbook starts now.
Who do you think will win the Super Bowl this year?
I think the Patriots are going to win.
Hi, I'm Joe Schatz, and I'm here at Spanos Stadium.
I'm Megan Healy here at Staples Center.
Myself will be taking on Sierra Highland, best pitcher in Big West softball history. Let's see how this goes.
Tune in every week to PALY Playbook, right here on Mustang News.
Cal Poly students may be interested in a Morro Bay volunteering opportunity. Mustang News reporter Callan Hobman has the story.
If you're a lover of the environment and its wildlife, Morro Bay State Park may have the perfect volunteer opportunity for you. The Sea Life Stewards program is looking for volunteers to help teach kayakers, boaters, and anyone else out on the water about keeping themselves and the animals safe, especially in situations like the one graphic communications sophomore Samantha Shin experienced.
I was out at Montaña de Oro, and there was this injured sea otter by the beach, and we didn't really know how close we could get, or what to do, or just how to help the otter the best way we could.
The volunteer program will begin in May, where volunteers will receive training in the classroom and in the water. They will be taught how to avoid wildlife disturbance, how to be safe, and how to share this information with other people on the water.
I think it's a really great opportunity for students to give back to the community, especially in San Luis Obispo. It's a really environmental place.
Only about 15 minutes away from Cal Poly's campus, Morro Bay provides the community with easy access to the naturistic world around us, and the Sea Life Steward program helps us keep it safe. Callan Hobman, Mustang News.
Well, that's all we have for you today on Mustang News. Thank you for joining us. I'm Kayla Berenson.
And I'm Tess Rossi. Have a great week.